Hello, and welcome to my playthrough of the Assetto Corsa career mode. Uh, as I mentioned before, uh, honestly, I'm still not sure if this is actually going to make for a good stream series or whatever, but I decided to do it anyways, at least try to. Um, Just to explain, when I say 100% playthrough, what I mean is winning every single race and or getting the gold medal for every single non-race event. So I expect there might be quite a bit of restarts before we get through it. I have actually attempted to play through the career mode on multiple occasions before, but I never really got far. So I'm also kind of hoping that doing it on live stream might give me the motivation to actually finish it. Hopefully before the release of Assetto Corsa Evo, though we don't have any date for that, and I have no idea how long this is actually going to take me, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it actually. And another thing is I don't think I mentioned this before. I've been thinking sort of recently whether the organized league racing online in Assetto Corsa that I've been doing previously, whether that is really what I want from sim racing, and I don't think it is. So in the future it will probably be mostly single player sim racing content, whether it's the career modes in Assetto Corsa, maybe Assetto Corsa Competizione, or other sims, or just maybe single player custom championships, again in either game, or later in Assetto Corsa Evo once that comes out, or just other games. I will probably keep doing some like one-off special events or fun races online in some of the communities that I'm part of, that I've been racing with. But I think as far as the main seasons that they do, I will probably not be doing those. But anyways, I think I've wasted enough time at this point. We can get into the game maybe. Yeah, I did set up a capture of the content manager as well as Assetto Corsa. But yeah, let's start straight away. I completely deleted my career mode save file, so this should start with the career mode intro video. And here we are. So yeah, I think the furthest I ever got when actually playing this on my own is either this or this series, or chapter, or whatever you want to call it. So I guess it was actually almost halfway as far as just the chapters, at least. My most recent attempt, I only got to know this series 4 before I lost motivation and stopped playing. And yeah, most of the time I would get to some point, I would lose motivation, and then either something happened to my PC, or I got a new PC or something, and I didn't back up the career mode progress, and so I got reset all the way to the start. So that's why I attempted it so many times. But I mean, also I should say that in case you're not familiar with it, the progression system is sort of weird. They don't really unlock in order. In the first few do, like this one requires N1, then N3 requires N2, N4 requires N3. I think with intermediate series it already starts, because intermediate series 1 is unlocked with N4, and so is intermediate series 2. Then intermediate series 3, I believe this is... Actually, I don't know if this is... Both of these are required, or either of these are required of intermediate 1 and 2 to unlock intermediate 3. Okay, no, this says any of. So this does probably require both. But then the Lotus Lightweight Trofeo requires either intermediate 1 or 2. The Ferrari 458 requires intermediate 3. Formula Abarth Trofeo requires the Lotus Lightweight Trofeo. The Ferrari 599XX Evo Trofeo requires the Ferrari 458 Trofeo. The advanced, the advanced Trofeo series have seemingly the same requirements as the regular ones, which actually is kind of interesting that Formula Abarth Trofeo Advanced actually requires the regular Lotus Lightweight Trofeo. Well, I guess that one doesn't have an advanced version, but the 599XX series also requires the regular Ferrari 458 Trofeo rather than the advanced 458 Trofeo. Then Hypercar requires T1 and T3. GT Advanced is just any of T3, T4, 81, 82, 83, or H1, which is just sort of insane. And okay, the rest of these just seem to require the GT Advanced series. Well, actually, this one requires both that and the GT2. And this one all of a sudden requires T4 and GT1. Then Formula is T1 and T3. But then for whatever reason, what they call Advanced Series 1, but I believe this is actually just the ending movie, only requires T3 to be completed to unlock. I'm pretty sure I checked this out, and there aren't actually events in this one. It's just the ending movie from what I remember, but I might be wrong. Anyways, we'll be starting with the Novice Series 1, which I believe again has an intro video. Welcome to the Assetto Corsa career. Driving a Ferrari 458 GT2 might be a dream, but you have lots of work to do if you want to become a professional driver. Start with your nice little Abarth 500 SS. The little Abarth might not be extremely fast on a straight line, but is very agile around narrow corners. Can you push it to its limits and take advantage of the front-wheel drive configuration? Win at least 3 bronze medals to move on to the next series. Yeah, that's another thing, that there are 5 events, but you only need to get bronze in 3 of them to finish the series, which is sort of an interesting approach. And yeah, even though it sort of says that it's implies, or at least that it's focused on the Abarth 500, you actually have two races with the Abarth, then or two events, a time attack and a race, then time attack and race with the Alfa Romeo Giulietta QV, and then a time attack with the BMW M3 E30, step 1. But like I said, I will be trying to get gold in every single event. Starting with training with Abarth 500. The little Abarth 500 SS is an entry-level car, good fun and safe handling. Train at Vallelonga Club Circuit in this time attack and get ready for your first race. So I guess also this is another thing with these early series, is that they sort of, at least in Novice 1 and 2, I think. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it is just Novice 1. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played it, but they sort of alternate with the time attack for you to practice the car track combo and then a race. But yeah. Anyways, let's go with our first event. And let me make sure that OBS actually captures it properly. Okay, it did. And yeah, let's go. Okay, what was that lag spike? Actually, I didn't read it out, but I believe it was 3,000 points for the gold medal here. Which, the way you get the point is actually kind of weird, because it's based around not necessarily how fast you can go, but how much you can improve over the course of multiple laps. Generally, from what I remember, like your first lap, you don't really get a lot of points. Then for the next few laps, you'll get more, next few laps. And then it will start dropping off. Though I suppose if you try to like actively game the system and go slow at first and slowly speed up, then you could probably gain more points. But yeah, as you can see, the first entire lap, both sectors, was like 300 points or 400. And now we got 800 for that one sector. These first events aren't that difficult to get these points. I don't know how it is in the later ones. I'm pretty sure they get more difficult over time. But yeah, getting the points in these first events isn't really that difficult. Also, I guess I could mention, although it won't come up until the race, I have changed the radar app that I'm using to the content manager or shaders patch provided one. So that's gonna look slightly different than you might have seen in my previous videos, or streams rather. And also I think I didn't say it, although I'm kind of getting myself confused at this point what I actually did say and what I just meant to say, but didn't get around to or forgot. But I don't know quite how far into the career mode I'll be able to get today, or how long I'll be able to stream for. Usually I sort of start to get tired after about an hour of driving, but I'll try to go longer than that, if possible. But I don't know if I can make it past 2 hours. I think that's about the longest sim racing stream that I did so far, and I was pretty much dead by the end of that. Although then again that was rallying, which I find to be a bit more exhausting than circuit racing, so I don't know. We'll see about that. Can we make it? Just barely. And we have already easily made the goal, but I'm still going to go for the best result I can. And it is also good practice for the race once we get there. And didn't make it this time. But yeah, 4,407 points. And I believe the gold requirement was 3,000, so that should be it. Yeah. I'm just noticing the capture doesn't show the results window. And also after every event I will be making or saving the replay. But I have that open in the file explorer on the side monitor. I'm not gonna be doing it in Content Manager. Anyways, on to the race. Abarth 500 SS at Vallelonga Club. The local Abarth Club is organizing a small single-maker race. Show your skills in this fast-paced 3 laps race. I will try to keep the AI difficulty at the default values, but well, one, for the sake of not spending hours on a single race, I might have to lower it at some point. And also there is some weird phenomenon I found that there seems to be some weird, I believe it's a glitch, but basically sort of dynamic difficulty, where anytime you restart a race, the AI gets slower. So that might also play a part, and you can sort of fix that by quitting the event and starting it again from the menu, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna bother doing that. I might make a sort of rule where I don't restart races until I get to the finish, so I don't do like too many restarts. And also, how many laps is this? 3 laps, and I believe this was like 40 laps of fuel, so we can safely drop it to, and probably we could drop it to even like 3 liters, but just to be safe, maybe 5. And it's having a lighter car will still help here. And actually these names are getting are sort of cut off. I'm not sure if it's this race or one of the later ones that the AI also gets the upgraded Abarth 500, not just the regular one. But anyways, let's get going. They're making it really difficult to overtake. I'm trying to sort of play it as if I was playing against other players, so not being like overly aggressive. Okay, they seem to be pretty bad at that hairpin, but I only have 3 laps, so just overtaking them one by one through there isn't going to be enough to win. I do believe also I have gotten a bit better at sim racing since I last tried to do this career mode, and the lap time delta certainly seems to reflect that. My previous PB would have been from my last time playing the career mode. And I'm nearly a second faster already. But yeah, first attempt, and that was 4th place. I do have the cooldown lap enabled. But honestly, I might do the cooldown lap just because I'm not sure if maybe if I actually restart the session from the sort of end session screen, it might not have as much of an impact on the AI difficulty. They are being very slow on the in-lap though. So what were the best laps this race? Well, I actually got the best lap, so I might be able to win at this difficulty. But yeah, let's do that again. Yeah, we can drop that down to 3 liters. Is there anything else I could... maybe I'm going to actually pay attention to the pressures this time around. Okay, what the hell happened there? Yeah, okay, that's worse than I expected it to be. Just pretty much no one got off the starting line. That's another thing that seems to sometimes happen. That would be an easy win, but I'm not gonna take that. It might actually be better to restart before they reach the pit lane. Yeah. It seems like the AI sort of breaks and they all want to get into their pit boxes rather than race. So I'm gonna restart this basically from the menu. Actually, I don't think I even checked if OBS captured Assetto Corsa properly that time. But it definitely did this time. So we can go all the way down to 3 liters. Okay, and yeah, now they work. I actually don't know if this sort of the AI opponents going back into the pit lane is an Assetto Corsa thing, or shaders patch thing, or content manager thing. Either what they were doing there, just trying to get in the pit lane, or the fact that their difficulty drops every restart. Although I think I remember seeing, when I tried to look it up, if anyone knows why that's happening, it seems like it's been happening since before Content Manager and shaders patch were a thing. So it seems to just be an Assetto Corsa glitch. I think I'm actually going to restart this because I don't have a chance at getting in the lead anymore. And like I said, there's probably gonna be a lot of restarts with these races. Do I have the headlights mapped? Because I'm not sure if I have my headlights on, and it kind of looks like at least sections of the circuit it might be dark enough that I could use them, but actually here it is lighter. It's just the front straight, and I guess that's in the shade. And that was a sort of that felt like a bit of an illegal move, like sort of cut across in front of me in that braking zone, but maybe I'm reading it incorrectly in the heat of the moment. I won't be doing incident investigations here, watching the replays of the races or anything like that. I mean, it is just AI at the end of the day. And I'm already sort of taking it more seriously than it needs to be by actually trying to drive respectfully against them. I mean, they definitely are moving under braking quite a bit there, so I definitely think I am at the sort of skill level where I can still have some good racing against just AI opponents in single player. So that's another reason why I don't think I necessarily need to take part in these online leagues to actually have fun in sim racing. Yeah, they really aren't great through that hairpin. It did sort of look a bit like he turned out of the corner to try to avoid me, but I'm pretty sure they did that weird thing even when I wasn't there, where there wasn't any car there, so they're just bad at that corner, I think. And that's going to be a win for this race. I guess I didn't actually even need to pay attention to the tire pressures to try to figure out the optimal pressures. I'm not sure why That's switched to wear, I think, instead of pressures. Yeah, the AI are also really slow on the in lap, because I believe the way sort of this is a shaders patch thing, the whole in lap, and I believe the way they do that is by basically limiting the AI's throttle input to like 10%. So they're really slow on the straights, but they still follow the racing line and optimal braking points and that kind of stuff for the optimal speeds for the corners. So they are regular speed through the corners, but really slow on the straights. But anyways, that's another gold result. Best lap and the most consistent awards in the race. That's something that Content Manager does, but again, this is in the results window that you can't see on stream. Moving on to the Giulietta QV. Testing Alfa Romeo Giulietta QV and at Magione. You're winning the trust of other car enthusiasts. A friend offers his Alfa Romeo Giulietta QV for a time attack at Magione circuit. Show him you deserve it. Yeah, let's go with this one. Again, these time attacks are really easy in general. Okay, it's already capturing. So this is, I believe, slightly faster than the Abarth. Certainly sounds faster. Let's see how much I remember in terms of like the braking points here. I haven't driven this circuit since my last attempt at career mode, but honestly I find that at least for me, braking points and lines on circuits are sort of not really something you ever forget. Once you learn a circuit, it sort of stays somewhere in the back of your head forever, more or less. But this one I clearly forgot. And also the penalty system being completely stupid, giving negative 700 points for losing time, essentially. But hey, that at least means we have a lot of points that we can gain on the next lap in the second sector. And I am downshifting a bit too early here. I think it might be like... Honestly, I just said you don't really forget breaking points, but I guess you do forget the breaking points that are just on the number boards rather than an environment reference. Yeah, I think 100 seems to be about right. I actually don't know what the point target is for this one. For the gold. But again, it shouldn't be too difficult to get, so I'm just gonna go around for as long as I can, and we'll see if that's enough. Did it once again switch to where? I'm pretty sure. Oh, I think I might have an idea why this might be. I'm pretty sure when you get to the end of the race, on that end screen, the end session or exit or whatever you want to call it button is exactly in the same place as that section of this app in my current layout. So basically, and I guess it's possible that the game doesn't properly disable interactions with UI apps, so clicking that triggers also clicking this section of the UI, which switches it to the next whatever thing, next option. given the last lap, I imagine I won't be able to make it to the checkpoint here. So that's probably going to be it. And actually, if I look at the pressures right now... Okay, I didn't really get to. But it was definitely 1 PSI. I don't know what... I'm not sure what unit they use, but 1 down on the front left and like 2 up on the rears. But yeah, it was actually just 2500, I think, if I'm reading that correctly, for the gold. So again, smashed that target completely. And that's already technically enough to, well, technically more than enough to complete this series. We already have 3 golds, and we just needed 3 bronzes. But yeah, like I said, I will be going for all golds, and actually, yeah, for these it's still sort of regular. First place for gold, second for silver, third for bronze. I know in some series later on, from what I recall, these requirements aren't actually as normal. It's like first for gold, but like something like third for silver and 5th or 6th for bronze. Yeah, anyways. Alfa Romeo Giulietta QV at Magione. You've done great, so you have the opportunity to push the beautiful Alfa Romeo Giulietta QV to a local race at Magione. Watch out for the locals. They seem to have some prepared little abarths with better tires, suspension and engine upgrades. Show them what you can do in a 5-lap race. So also the race is now a bit longer. And actually I'm just realizing I didn't save the replays, but thankfully they are different event types, so they didn't get overwritten. So let me save them real quick before we move on to the next race. And here I remember at one point it was showing like 20 laps of fuel left, and we're doing 5, so probably 10 liters should be safe. And yeah, I think it was 1 yeah, it is PSI, 1 PSI down here, and was a bit more, I think, than 2 PSI higher on the rears. Actually, I'm pretty sure, but I don't remember, and it was at least 2, so it's still gonna be better pressures than, more optimal pressures than default. Yeah, I didn't actually pay attention, but I'm pretty sure in this race you are dealing with the upgraded abarths. And BMW M3 out at front. At the front. I actually don't remember if there is another Alfa Romeo in this race or just the abarths and BMW. It doesn't look like there's another Alfa, so probably not. It seems like we are still faster than the Abarths in a straight line, even the upgraded ones. I'm pretty sure I think I had some slipstream and I was going faster than usual into there. And I completely forgot to brake for that. But yeah, winning first try probably wasn't going to happen anyways. Now, I said I wouldn't restart until the end of the race, but that was mainly because I was thinking maybe that would help with the AI oddities, and it clearly doesn't. And I think at this point it's quite clear that we won't be winning, so no point continuing. And I mean, you can already see they're quite a bit slower off the line. Also, I have to say, I haven't used this radar app before, but I can definitely see why people were saying that it is the best radar app. Because it actually sort of straight up shows the top view of the cars rather than just the outline of the collider, so there's no room, hopefully, for it to glitch out like it did with the bark pickups last time. And it means you can actually, in multiplayer, potentially also see who is around you, rather than just that someone is there. So you can like maybe know if they're what's the word I'm looking for? If there's someone that you should be watching out for or something like that. If you know some drivers are less safe, for example. Or I guess in a multi-class setting you could always also more easily tell the other classes on the radar. And the fact that it shows track limits in addition to cars also means you know if you're giving the other drivers enough room. And it just looks more fun, actually seeing the other cars' liveries and your own. God, that nearly blew up the engine. Wait. I'm on street tires, does this car not have semi-slicks? Or does it just not have them selected by default? I really need to clean up those first two hairpins if I actually want to go fast. I'm still not sure if it's better to go down into first through there or stay in second. Okay, and it looks like actually maybe one more PSI on the rears could work. But they are, for the most part, in the optimal pressure window already, so honestly I might as well leave them here. Do not have the fastest lap of the race though this time. Yeah, I mean this isn't exactly my best circuit, so... Okay, that felt better, I think. And I do seem to be catching them quite significantly all of a sudden. That was a sort of quite a rude overtake from me, but whatever. Okay, what can I do in these last few corners? Probably not much, but... Well, still managed to get second. But I think I might want to restart it before they get onto the in lap, just in case they again brake and want to stay on the in lap. So yeah, honestly, this is fine. Yeah, probably 9 liters would be the correct amount, just to make sure I have enough for the in lap. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I really know what to do with. Okay, maybe actually turn down the traction control a bit, not completely turn it off. But maybe that's gonna be a bit better. And also, yeah, again, the opponents are once again slower. Okay, that was a really rude move from me. Probably illegal move, actually. Yeah, now all of a sudden they're just complete pushovers. I'll be in the lead on lap 1. But, I mean, it's part of the game, so... Okay, the BMW is actually putting up at least a bit of a fight. But yeah, not for long. I don't know why this is the case with the AI. Like, I don't think this is intentional behavior. Because if it was, I would imagine there would be an option for it somewhere to turn it off. But I don't see how a glitch would be causing it either. I mean, it's not like they get slower over the course of the race and then sort of keep that slower pace that they got to by the end. Because they weren't this slow at the end of the last race. I missed my braking point because I was talking. Actually, I didn't check if it had the different tire compounds. Which I said I was going to, but well, clearly it doesn't matter. I don't think I actually... Well, maybe now? Not quite. I don't think I set a new PB here. But also I do think when I last played the career mode, I spent a lot more time on this race because I was actually trying to well, do it legitimately without exploiting the AI glitch. But honestly, as much as I don't want to do it this way, I feel like this is the best way for the sake of like finding a balance between good racing but also not being stuck on every race for hours for the sake of the stream. And also I will just have to deal with these glitches once we get to the championships rather than these just regular series. Because in the championships you cannot quit a race and restart it from the launcher, because that will just count that race as a DNF and move you on to the next one in the championship. So I was sort of trying to think why I have memories of racing the Abarth 500 on this circuit, where you actually race the Alfa Romeo in the career mode. But I now remembered that some time ago, back way before I started streaming, years ago, when I was racing on Sim Racing System, there was a race that I took part in with, I think it might have been the Abarth 500 Assetto Corsa, or just the, it might have just been just the regular ones, but I think it was the racing version on this circuit. And right as the race was starting, I lost connection to the server, and by the time I reconnected, I was starting from the pit lane half a lap down on everyone. And what proceeded was one of the biggest catch-up races I ever had. And I did actually manage to regain a few positions, but it wasn't the result I could have gotten in that race back then, but it was still fun sort of catching up and getting past the people who were much slower than me, but actually got to start the race. So yeah, that's probably why I remember this circuit so well. Or rather remember racing an Abarth 500 on this circuit so well. Yeah, this is the one that actually had some tuned Abarths. I think I already mentioned it actually, but just seeing it properly now. I'm trying to like maybe click like all the way on the edge of that so it doesn't detect as clicking on the thing. On the UI app. The results here seem to be glitched. Again, you can't see it, but it's showing me in 8th place, even though I had a faster total time than everyone else. So that's kinda strange. And it actually didn't count it as winning because of that. Okay. Well, I guess we're doing that again. What was it? Yeah, it only has street tires. 1 psi less here. 2 psi more on the rear. 9 liters. And now we're also back to proper difficulty AI. Right, the traction control, I forgot about that one. And hopefully that results glitch doesn't happen in any of the championships, because that would mean restarting the entire championship. Now this is making me realize that like the driving itself might be okay, but in Assetto Corsa, but a lot of the game aspects weren't exactly very polished, were they? Like the AI difficulty glitching out, the results glitching out there for whatever reason. I mean, I suppose some of it might also be because of the thing, because of the custom shaders patch or content manager. Come on. And just get overtaken already. There we go. That's lost me some time. Okay, I think this is still winnable. Depending on your definition of track limits, that might have been cutting, but clearly not according to Assetto Corsa, and that's all that matters right now. Okay, now it's just the BMW. Okay, well, at least that proves that I can win this race on the proper difficulty. Well, as long as I can finish this lap without throwing it away, but and I don't think that's going to happen, so I think I can safely say I have won this now. Yeah, like I said, it's definitely actually possible to have some fun, clean racing against AI. Even though a lot of people say that there's no point in playing against AI and you should just play online. Unless you're like properly fast, you can absolutely have fun against AI. And just by a tiny bit a new PB just to finish it off. I mean, both of these races also were at just 90% AI difficulty, so even if you're faster than this or want more of a challenge, it's still possible. Okay, let's hope now it actually freaking works. Okay, there we go. Now it worked properly. Though this time I didn't get the most consistent award, that went to the BMW AI. And I think I again didn't check if it was getting captured properly, but so hopefully it was. And I believe this is the most recent replay, so this will be the one for this race. And yeah, moving on to the final event of Novice 1, BMW M3 E30 S1 at Magione. One of the characteristics of Magione circuit is that it is often dusty. You have the opportunity to try a tuned BMW M3 E30 on a dusty surface with a much lower grip. Watch your braking points and power oversteer. Right, so I didn't even remember this part of it, but it's also on less grip on the circuit for this time attack. And the target is 4,000 points here. Okay, here we go. OBS captured it properly. And finally we get to drive something rear-wheel drive. Once again, this has switched. I think actually it has a less grip, so let's try slightly earlier braking point than in that last race, and that seemed okay. Also, I'm pretty sure this is at a completely different time of day than that previous one. It looks completely different. Also, I suppose one thing that could be worth mentioning, after the Formula Ford series, where I figured out that you can just rev match, and then with the bark pickups, where I found you could also rev match without using the clutch for shifting. I did test it out in actually just the Abarth 500, and it is actually extremely easy to rev match in Assetto Corsa in any car. So I could be doing it even here, but since this isn't as competitive as sort of online racing, it is just for fun. I am heel towing because, well, heel towing is more fun than rev matching. At least to me. Honestly, heel towing is a big part of the reason why I prefer H pattern to sequential. And there's the 4000. And just barely made the 4000, but still good enough to get the gold. And that's Novice Series 1 done. So now we can move on to Novice Series 2, which is just a whole bunch of BMWs. I'm pretty sure entirely at the Nürburgring. I don't think I'll get through Novice 2 today, but I think I can at least start it. So let me just save the replay for that last one. I don't remember if this one, yeah, this one doesn't have an intro video, just the intro screen. Well done unlocking Novice Series 2. You've done well on the first series, so now it's time to graduate and drive some proper rear-wheel drive cars. BMW produces some of the finest sports cars that are not only fast and exciting, but also help you improve your driving technique by being easy to drive on the limit. Win 2 bronze and 1 silver medal to successfully complete this series. So yeah, now you still only need 3 events, but this time out of 6. So and yeah, this time there's 1 time attack or 2 time attacks actually, and 4 races. Starting with training with BMW Z4 at Nürburgring GP Short. You have just entered the BMW world, having the chance to race against some of the most iconic cars of the brand. Let's do some training at the home of German cars, the Nürburgring. To join the BMW challenge, you must get at least 1200 points in the following time attack. Are you ready? That's sort of weirdly phrased, because you don't actually need bronze in this one to continue with the series. But either way, like I said, I'll be going for the gold, which is 3000 points. And this is Nürburgring Sprint with the GT chicane, which I believe is the faster chicane variant. Yeah, this car is actually sequential, not H pattern. It is... I wasn't sure if I was remembering the braking point correctly for this layout, or if I was confusing it with the full layout, but no, I was remembering it correctly. I did brake a bit earlier than necessary there, just to be a bit safer. Now, where do you brake for the fast chicane? Later than that. I already don't remember what the target score was. Was it 3,000 or 4,000? I think it was 3. And still, it shouldn't be difficult. Honestly, I think the most fun part of returning to this career mode after having played it some time ago is being able to actually see how much I've improved by just looking at the personal best time delta. Like, I did definitely feel like I got better recently, but it's nice to actually see the numbers to prove it. I do sometimes feel like maybe I have actually reached the peak of my potential and I can't get any better than I am, but clearly there is still plenty of room for me to improve. I mean, obviously there is, in terms of like, I'm nowhere near as fast as the properly fast drivers, but that it's actually possible for me to improve. Like, I haven't reached my personal limit. And you know what I mean, I don't know why I'm explaining it so much. Actually, I don't know, maybe like in a few years' time I might come back to this career mode again just to see if I've improved again. I don't know. I'm just sort of thinking out loud. Well, I got the 4,000 anyways, so now I'm definitely safe for the gold. But I think we'll still be here a while. I think there was still quite a bit of time left on the timer. But honestly, I'm not paying that close attention to it. We are actually under a second left. And this is lap 5. From what I remember, at least in the first one with the Abarth, I finished that, I think, on lap 6. I don't remember the one in the Alfa Romeo. That was a bit slow through that chicane this time around, so this actually might be it. Yeah. Long way off reaching that checkpoint, but still 4,600 points. Yeah, easily enough for the gold. It was 3,000. Now a race with the Z4. BMW Challenge Z4 at Nürburgring GP Short. BMW Club is organizing fun races for its members. Since you've been showing some great skills, you have been invited as a guest and you've been given a BMW Z4 35IS. It's not the absolute fastest BMW on the grid, but can defend itself on the long straights of Monza. What has that got to do with anything? We're racing at the Nürburgring. I think possibly they changed the circuits for these events at some point in development, but forgot to update the descriptions. But yeah, I think I can at least give this one a few tries, if not actually win it today. Okay, right, it is capturing properly. I didn't look what the fuel was looking like, or the tire pressures, so let's just go. No point using the clutch here. Okay, I guess that's one thing that the AI struggles with is overtaking, so all of those got stuck behind the old M3s. So now we just have to catch the two 1Ms out front. Actually, from what I remember, these races weren't that difficult, so it should be fine. And I was sort of expecting the time attack checkpoint to be there. And no, this is a race, not a time attack. Here we have the lower chicane, so I think here I do have to brake there. Okay, that was apparently a cut. I could have lifted a bit earlier there and lost less time. So I said it was just about catching the 1Ms, but the M3s, the modern M3s, might also cause some trouble. Move it! So a bit earlier. Okay, that was too early. And now just run away. Before those M3s can get past the 1M. Okay, how's here? Okay, that felt about right. No, you don't. And there we go. Didn't manage to get the fastest lap. Yeah, I mean, the modern M3s are faster than this car, so that's not really surprising. The only reason I managed to actually win this is because they got stuck behind the old M3s at the start. Yeah, actually I didn't look, but I'm pretty sure it's some of these races that have different requirements for the different medals, not just first, second and third. Because it sort of ends up being, I think, from what I remember, basically be faster than the M3s, be faster than the 1Ms, be faster than the is Z4 or Z3? I know that, why can I not remember now? Z4. What is this? It's once again showing me in 8th place in the results, and it didn't save. You know, I might have to disable the in-lap and see if that fixes it. But that's maybe for the next time. I'm not sure, honestly, if I even want to redo this race right now. You know what? Let's do it. Why the hell not? That's... If that keeps happening, that is going to be really annoying once we get to the championships. I don't think this has ever happened to me before, so I don't know what's going on with this. I mean, last time I thought maybe it's for some reason because of the large gap to second place I had, but clearly it's happening anyways. So the only other thing I can think of is that it's because I am crossing the timing line once more after the race is finished, and that's messing with the results for some reason. Which is why I'm thinking that maybe turning off the cooldown lap might fix that. Now for whatever reason I feel like those 1Ms are way faster than they were last time, or I'm just being bad. I don't remember what my first lap was last time. I know it. Looking at the delta, it doesn't look like I'm going slowly, so I don't know. Either the AI somehow got way faster for no reason, or I'm just driving terribly. I don't know. I don't I don't think I actually want to do this right now, and I think maybe this is the game telling me that I shouldn't do it right now. So I'm gonna leave it here, I think. So I made it through all of Novice Series 1 and the first event of Novice Series 2. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I don't know when I'll get back to this. Maybe next weekend. I actually haven't saved the replay of the first event of Novice 2. Let me do that quickly. But yeah. What else? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'll get back to this. I'm not sure when I'll stream anything else or what else I'm gonna stream. So I don't know why I'm even saying any of this. And I know what I want to stream at some point is Colin McRae Rally on retro achievements, but yeah, that's gonna be... I don't know when I'm gonna get started on that. Might be this week, might not be. And I do actually think at some point I want to do like 100% playthroughs of the Forza series, because for me, sort of, Forza is the game series that got me into sim racing. So sort of paralleling Jimmy Broadbent's Gran Turismo experience. So yeah, I think I might try to do that. Probably gonna start with the ones that are out on PC officially until we get proper emulators for the Xbox consoles. But that's like I have completely no idea when I might get around to do that. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. You know what to do. Do it with style. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and if you're watching at a later time, leave a comment. And other than that, thanks for watching.